What is up, mi gente de YouTube? My nose is healing nicely. Dumb. Okay. Hoy es viernes. Today is Friday, going into Saturday. It's very close to midnight here in Dallas, Texas. And I will say this. This has been the most challenging week of my life. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've had more challenging weeks than this. But Monday, got beat up in the face like a piñata 3 times. Lawsuit pending. Tuesday, I was in pain from the fucking guy who thought I was a piñata and not a person. But I still, I did my online work for my work study job, and I did online work for some of my classes. So like, even though Monday really sucked ass, I still had to fucking function for the rest of the week, you know? So I did my things. Oh my gosh. See, this is why it's hard having braces, because stuff gets stuck in them all the time. Anyways, I'll just have to deal with the ugliness. Whatever. It don't matter. What was I saying? Wednesday. Oh my gosh. Wednesday was interesting. Wednesday, I had a couple of things to take care of. So I had to like leave my comfortable ass home with its nice air conditioned system and heater whenever I need it. I had to leave the comfort of my home to do essential things. So Wednesday sucked ass because I was physically exhausted by the time I got home. Thursday was just as exhausting. Today was horrible. So I did my stuff earlier in the day. Like, I had to do my work study stuff from 10 a.m. until about 3. At 3 p.m., I was done. I was like off the clock. Submitted the things I needed to submit, whatever. I leave my house to go to Garland to do this job so I can earn some money. I go to Fiesta Mart, right? And while I'm there doing my job, which is so easy, it's basically inventory. It's so easy. Like, I did the job in like 20 minutes, less. And while I'm there, like, I want to shop, so I get all this beautiful items like fucking key lime pie. Love key lime pie. Got some hot pockets. What else did I get? I got a bunch of drinks, like, to quench my thirst / to get drunk. So I got all these necessities, all these simple bare necessities. I even got fucking wipies because toilet paper is so wasteful. Like I've said before in one of my previous hashtag Corona Chronicle videos, toilet paper is just a dumb idea. Like, I would rather wipe my ass with a sock and just throw away the sock forevermore, because a sock is like, that's really gross. I'm gonna stop talking about it, but just know that from my perspective, toilet paper is very wasteful. Whatever. I prefer wipies. Wipey gang, hit us. But I prefer the wipies that don't smell like babies. I prefer the wipies that smell normal, or non-scented, preferably. But anyways, I'm rambling. Basically, I go to this Fiesta to do this really easy ass fucking work, earn my coin, and I'm there. I spend like 20 minutes shopping for really good shit. I even got some Smirnoff, my favorite alcoholic malt liquor beverage. Talking about, sir, we're so sorry, but we don't have Apple Pay here. You either have to pay cash, card, or check. I was like, what is this, the 1980s? No. So inconvenienced. So I walk all the way to the closest ATM, Bank of America ATM, so that I can double click my phone, put my little thumbprint on it, access my funds, right? Wrong. Oh my God. I really wished my good friend had not called me, or like, we had not communicated, because here's the story. So I go from Fiesta Mart to the closest Bank of America ATM. Mind you, I walked because I don't have a car. And the bus, like, by the time I would have ridden the bus is by the time I would have got there walking. So I just walked 15 minutes. And I don't know who allowed winter to come back in the streets of Dallas, but it's been freezing cold outside, at least from my perspective. I think it was like -2 wind chill. It was so fucking freezing. So I walk all the way there, and my good friend, like, him and I converse on the phone. I'm like, yo, I'm in Garland, you know, came to Fiesta Mart, then bitch asses didn't have mobile pay, so now I have to go walk to the nearest ATM. He's like, bet, I'll make sure that you get a ride. I'm gonna come pick you up. I said, oh, awesome. I didn't want that, like, or I wasn't expecting that, but thank you. Cut to, I get my money from the ATM, and 40 minutes later is when him and his friend finally show up. 40 minutes. And I'm outside in the cold because I can't go anywhere, any place of business, whether it be like a to-go order restaurant, a store, whatever. They won't allow you in unless you're fucking buying something. And I wasn't gonna buy anything. And the whole time I'm communicating, I'm like, yo, my phone's really low. Are you on your way? Yeah, man, I'm down the street. Down the street turned into, if he's down the street, why is he taking half an hour? Why is he taking 35? At the 40-minute mark is when they finally show up. So I'm like upset. I'm like, dude, I'm so cold. I can't believe, like, what happened? And they're all like, excuse, blah, blah, blah. And they're driving away from Fiesta Mart, the place I had to go back to with the money that I pulled out to go get my groceries. And these idiots are just like rambling on about how I need to calm down and blah, 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 and my energy and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yo, man, I'm really sorry, but you're going the wrong way. They're like, what do you mean? What's the plan? Oh my God, give me patience, God. So I said, okay, here's the thing. You just picked me up from that Bank of America ATM. Like I've been communicating all along, I need to go to Fiesta Mart to pick up my items. We thought you already went to Fiesta. What the heck, man? What the heck? I'm like, no, you're mistaken. You're wrong. I need to go back to Fiesta because I did not have money. I didn't have a way to pay for my stuff. And they're all like, we thought you had your stuff. Where's your stuff? I'm like, these crackheads. I said, I got into this car with nothing. Nothing at all. What makes you think I already went to Fiesta and got all my groceries? And then they're all acting. They're acting. And I'm like, I'm getting really upset. I'm like, you had me wait outside. I didn't say this to them, but I'm thinking, you had me wait outside for 40 fucking minutes in the cold? I could have walked to Fiesta, bought all my shit, and you could have picked me up there, I'm thinking. And then the whole time I'm just like, I was like, okay, well, you guys thought wrong. Please take me to Fiesta right now. You're going the wrong way completely. And then they're all acting belligerent and stupid. And they're hung up on the fact that I've lost my patience and now my voice level's up here rather than in the middle or low. And I'm like, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, if I'd have known you would have taken this long, I would have walked to Fiesta. If I'd have known that you wouldn't even be taking me to Fiesta because I have to go along with whatever plans you made spontaneously, like, I was like, you know what? I don't matter. I really don't. Like, I'm garbage. Like, I just, whatever I need, like, no. Like, Like, my existence doesn't matter. Like, all I am to these people is gas money. And I was upset. I was like, the whole time I was like, you guys, I really just need to go to Fiesta to pick up my things so I can go home. And then they twist the whole thing and they're all like, well, you need to calm down. You need to calm down with that attitude. You need to calm down. I'm like, what the heck? Do you not understand? You're still driving the wrong way. And then the dude pulls over. He's like, yo, get out my fucking car, man. Nah, dude, get out my fucking car, man. And mind you, one of the main reasons why I connected with this friend of mine, not the driver, but my friend who's in the passenger side of his best friend ride, and that nigga was trying to holla at me some certain way. Excuse me for using the N-word, but he was acting very gangster, like, that's my gangster, man. And this, mind you, this dude is from Ireland. He's so white and redheaded. Ugh. So this dude tells me to get out of his car. Obviously, I get out. It's his car. And I take off the jacket that I have, this like really like highlighter yellow green jacket, which belongs to my good friend. I'm like, man, you don't realize how good of a friend I am. You know, I link up with you. Here's your jacket. You know, I suggest you pick better friends. I suggest you pick friends who are not so quick to violence. Because this guy, And he steps outside of his car and he has a Superman shirt. I'm like, what, Superman? What? And he's all like, man, get him out of the car, man. I'm gonna drop your ass off at Fiesta. I'm like, no. And I will say this because I'm bisexual and I have claim to this verbiage, okay? I said, no, dude, you're a fucking faggot. Why don't you go suck a cock? And I just left. Because I knew that comment would get under his skin. I was so mad at him. I just wanted to clap back in the moment. So, yeah, man. I just had a really, really long week. Monday kicked my ass. Tuesday was not even, I was in the process of healing. Tuesday sucked ass too. Wednesday was really rough on my body, my mind, my spirit. Thursday was challenging too. Like, Thursday was pretty cool because I got to see a lot of my classmates virtually, using Zoom and Google Hangouts and whatnot. But today, that experience was just the shit icing on the shit cake of a shitty ass week. I will tell you that. Your boy Javi is suffering. I've let these external forces outside of my own being, just disrupt my well-being, you know? My voice shouldn't be so like I'm like my voice, I'm a singer and I'm like, oh no, my vocal cords. My face is healing slowly but surely. It is. I'm physically sore. I'm physically sore everywhere because I was wrestling that dude to save my life. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, I'm not okay, you guys. I'll be fine just as long as I get some sleep, some mimis. And just as long as I keep praying to my, please, God, let next week be better, God. Oh my gosh, my dear audience, you who've been watching the Corona Chronicles this day, I don't even know, it's been so many days on this earth. I've been over exaggerated, but in this moment I'm feeling so many like negative feelings, exhaustion, anxiety, preoccupation with my life, the lives of everybody that I know and love. Like, I want to be me again. I want to go back to that time when things weren't so helpless. I wasn't feeling so hopeless. A time when I was just so happy and good and living my life and on the right track. I know in general I am, but present day, April 3rd, 2020, this COVID-19 era that we're living in, it's fucked up my whole world. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to put this out there, but this is what's actually been happening. Every day's been progressively worse in some aspects, progressively better in others, and it's just it's hard. And I'm not one to give up. I'm not. But man, wouldn't it be nice to just go to sleep and forget about my troubles for at least, I don't know, 48 hours? I need a good, like, 2 days to just mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all the illies, just reset. Can somebody hit the reset button in Javi's system? Because, oh Lord, what a life. I'm not trying to make a hell out of heaven. I'm not. It's just forces outside of my own are really trying it. And the devil is alive. And he's a really fucked up dance partner, I will tell you that. I try my best to like adapt to most situations, and this video is 15 minutes. You're welcome. I'm gonna cut it short because I don't ever want to go this long. But you who have stayed to this point, thank you very much. And I apologize for just like spewing out all of my thoughts and emotions. But sometimes you just gotta let it out. You just have to like say out loud how you're feeling, to just decipher it, deconstruct it, to work around it, to look at the problems, to figure out solutions. And sometimes the best solution is to take a deep breath and let it go. So, let's all collectively breathe deep. And let it go. Because ultimately, what matters most, it's so simple. The meaning of life is to live, you know? Whether you're a human being, an animal, a plant, any living being, your entire purpose is to live. Take that a step further. Every single living being's purpose in life is to live in the glory of God. And in order to live in the glory of God, you have to be 100% efficient, 100% true to you. Amen?